Hey guys, I hope you're well. I need you to watch
This
this
fighting that
video
has been
here.
going on
Please have a look
from
at it.
its inception was caused by DRC, not by Rwanda. These same people who are fighting, right, for their rights, didn't come from here.
So let me ask this directly, Mr. President. Today, on the 3rd of February, does Rwanda currently have any troops at all in Eastern DRC?
I don't know.
You're the commander-in-chief.
Yeah, there are many things I don't know. But if you want to ask me, is there a problem in Congo that concerns Rwanda and that Rwanda would do anything to protect itself? I'd say 100%.
Does this risk a war in the region?
I don't know. I don't think anybody is interested in war. I even don't think Tshisekedi is interested in war himself. But he has been encouraged in that direction by people showing up to fight for him his wars.
That Rwanda exports coltan, for instance, which does not exist here, is smuggled from DRC.
No, please, I invite you. We show you where we mine coltan. But
Does Rwanda export any other minerals that are smuggled from Eastern DRC?
I don't know about that, because that in any case can't be the problem. People who are benefiting from minerals of Congo more than anybody else are South Africa and these other Europeans who are making noise about it.
Yeah, so I understand that this video is very funny for some people. For the people that are losing family members in this conflict, it's not funny at all. Also, the fact that you have a president, the head of the state, coming on TV and saying things like that he doesn't even know what his troops are, is a joke. And believe me, there are many people from Rwanda online actually saying that the response he provided was okay. I mean, how can you be the head of a state and respond in front of the TV, like in a channel where everyone around the world is going to see you, and just say, I don't know. I don't know if there are Rwandan troops in the Congo. It's either yes or no. And the response is clear. It's yes. There is clear evidence of Rwandan troops in the Congo. In the past, they came twice into the Congo to impose a government of their liking. So we know the answer, and he knows we know the answer, but he's just playing around with people. He's making jokes like this when there are thousands dying every single year. So for Rwandan people that actually are happy with his response, and they're actually saying that, oh, what he say is to that reporter, go and do your research and find out, because there are no Rwandan troops in the Congo. Anyone with a brain that thinks that there are no Rwandan troops in the Congo, he's got a problem. He's got a big problem, okay? The M23 is an extension of the Rwandan troops that are present in the Congo. In fact, they are present along the M23 in the Congo. So when we get videos like this from Rwanda, we need to ask ourselves one question. What's wrong with these people? I mean, are they brainwashed, some of them? How can a president respond like this to a reporter on international TV? If Paul Kagame had the interests of the Congo in his mind, he will be sending troops into the Congo to neutralize that threat, because he will want to stabilize the situation in the neighboring country in order to have good relationship with the neighboring country. However, he hasn't done this. In fact, he has never done this. He has never sided with the Congolese side. He's always taking his own side and trying to convince the people that hear him, the people that listen to him, that the Rwandan troops are not involved in the Congo at all, which is completely untrue. Just the position he's taking in this conflict, it clearly states that he is complicit of what is happening in the eastern part of the Congo, and he is happy with what is happening in the eastern part of the Congo, and that he rather blames the government for the problems that are taking place in the eastern part of the Congo instead of supporting them in stopping a group of rebels that have taken over a city. Just imagine a group of rebels, Hutu rebels, coming from the eastern part of the Congo, going into Kigali and taking over the capital. And then you get foreign countries saying that's okay. That's really okay. What they've done is fine. They came to liberate the Hutus or whatever, to bring democracy. Oh no, actually, the Rwanda has a problem with the ethnicities within the country. The Hutus, which are majority, many of them are living in the eastern part of the Congo. And since the end of the G crime in the country, they haven't been able to return because of the potential consequences that they might face in the hands of Paul Kagame. And because of this, Paul Kagame is unable to find a solution to this problem, to pardon or to forgive those that did whatever during the G crime, okay? Now, these Hutus have the right to return to Rwanda, go all the way to Kigali, take over the capital, remove the government from power, and take control of the country. Because Paul Kagame is unable to find a solution to the problem they have with the Hutus that are refugees in the Congo, and some of the Tutsis that are also refugees in the Congo. So imagine this is the narrative. Imagine this happens now in Rwanda. And then you have other countries around Africa, around the world, saying, this is okay. Like, we don't care. Like, it just happened, right? Just like in Syria, where you have another group of terrorists, basically, taking control over the government, taking control over the biggest city, Aleppo, and then taking control over the government in Syria. And then you have the international community, the so-called international community, and many other countries just accepting it. They just accept it. The same people they were fighting, the same people that they were committing crimes in the country, okay? Now they are in power in Syria. So, believe me, this happened in the Congo before. The rebel leaders became the presidents of the Congo. You have Kabila, okay, Laurent Kabila. He was a smuggler. He was Congolese smuggler that he was smuggling minerals from Congo into Rwanda. And he was selected by the Rwandese to be the president of the Congo. This guy was Congolese. And although he came to power violently, removing a dictator, Mobutu Sese Seko, who was also supported by the West, but the West got tired of him because of his huge violation of human rights, corruption, and stealing of money from the people of the Congo. They decided to change the image. And they allow this Laurent Kabila to be the person in charge of the Congo. And then this individual became very concerned of the French intentions in the Congo. He was always scared of the French. And then he was removed from power violently. And then his son, he was more willing to accept the demands from some Western countries and from Rwanda. He became the president of the Congo. Under him, there was more corruption. This individual have mining companies that were exploiting the resources in the eastern part of the Congo. Not only that, he had many links with African banks that helped him to take this money out of the Congo and put into different countries. Large cash withdrawals from, I think the bank was from Gabon or Togo. I'm not 100% sure right now. I think is Gabon. That was helping him basically to clean that money. Okay. And his sister actually, I think she had a stake of 40% on that company. And she was the one bringing the money into Europe. So as you can see, as long as you are happy or you are willing to commit to the policies of Rwanda and the countries that support Rwanda in the DRC, you're fine. You can do whatever you want. But if you do not align with that, you're gonna have a problem. Okay. So as you can see, Paul Kagame, he always have deals, agreements with those that support the interests of Rwanda in the eastern part of the Congo, but those that reject the interests of Rwanda, they're removed from power. And as you can see on this interview, he couldn't care less about what's happening in the Congo because he's the one orchestrating all this with his troops. And this is there are reports, well documented reports from the UN, from Amnesty International, and other organizations that are clearly saying that the Rwandan troops are present in the Congo and they are involved in the exploitation of minerals. And this is present ones. In the past, okay, in the 90s and even later than that, there are many reports of Rwandan soldiers or Rwandans that became part of the Congolese army doing exactly the same thing, smuggling minerals into Rwanda and getting Rwanda to sell these minerals in the international market. So when you get people answering like that, head of a state responding like this to a very serious question, and he says, I don't know. I don't understand how Rwandan people are happy with this guy in power just because he's building roads, nice buildings, allowing them to have some kind of minimum wage in the country. They feel very wealthy. But if you compare them to people in other countries, what they call advanced countries, okay, or developed countries, they are really poor still. But anyways, I'll continue informing you.